One of the most satisfying ways to win a game of Smash is by countering the move your opponent thought would earn them the victory. One moment they're charging up a smash attack or chasing you down for one last aerial, and the next moment they're eating their own attack with an extra punch. Once upon a time, it was slim pickings if you were looking for a character with a counter move, but these days there are over 10 characters to choose from who can dish attacks right back. So it's time we count down the top 5 best counters in Smash 4. Marth didn't just bring the Fire Emblem hype to North America with his debut in Super Smash Bros. Melee, he also introduced counter moves to the Smash series, along with his ally Roy. Unfortunately though, Marth never had to fire, which is why he takes the 5th spot on the list, alongside Lucina. Stat-wise, their counters are identical, so we have to show Lucina some love too, and it's always nice to have some company to cheer you up when you come in last place on the top 5. At number 4 is a character that might be unexpected to some, the Mii Sword Fighter. Many Smashers choose to leave the Mii Fighters alone, but to those that love Miis, you're probably well aware of the Sword Fighter's counter. Unfortunately, it has 21 frames of ending lag before you can act again, and 31 frames of lag if you completely miss, so it's one of the riskier counter moves. However, with a base knockback value of 90 and knockback growth at 70, Mii Sword Fighter's default down special is crazy strong. Ike, being the beefy Smash dude that he is, has a pretty powerful counter. With a knockback growth value of 100, Ike's counter is definitely a move you don't want to get hit with at high percent. It's also one of the quickest counters in terms of allowing you to act again afterwards. Ike's counter is active during frames 9 to 34, but if you land a hit successfully, you can input another action on the very next frame. If you miss, however, you'll be a sitting duck for nearly half a second after the hitbox ends, so as usual, use this move wisely. Although it's not exactly a counter like the others on this list, Greninja and Lucario definitely deserve an honorable mention. They can strike in multiple directions after getting a successful counter, creating tons of different ways to use their down specials. If you find yourself close to the boundaries, you can possibly KO enemies off the top or sides, or even Meteor Smash mid-air opponents by angling Greninja downwards. Lucario's down special becomes even stronger with his aura effect as well. Heck, you can even use it as a momentum tool to avoid certain follow-ups. While they may not be the kind of counter moves we've grown used to, they're definitely worth an honorable mention. Roy doesn't always counter incoming attacks, but when he does, it's with to fire. His crazy strong counter made him a top pick for casual smashers everywhere in Melee, including myself at one point, and the invisible wall that opponents sometimes fly off of after being countered skyrocketed Roy to fiery counter infamy. With the highest multiplier out of any counter move at 1.35, and highest knockback growth after Lucario, Roy's down special is an extremely strong counter you do not want to mess with. Now, I know a lot of Smashers would probably say that Bayonetta has the best counter in the entire game due to the endless KO possibilities after landing one. But just like Greninja and Lucario, Bayonetta's counter mechanics differ slightly from the rest of the characters on this list. So to keep things consistent, let's just have Bayonetta be number 1 in our hearts. But who has the best counter in Smash 4 if not Bayonetta or Roy? Why, another DLC character of course, Corrin. When another Fire Emblem character was revealed, I'm sure almost everyone predicted that down special would be a counter move. But I don't think anyone ever thought it would be this strong. The development team even had to nerf it in the most recent balance patch because people were KOing players online at 0% damage. Despite the balance change, however, Corrin's down special is still extremely powerful. It has a multiplier of 1.2, base knockback value of 90, and knockback growth is 74. You can still KO enemies at disturbingly low percents depending on what move you counter, but landing a counter in the air with Corrin is pretty much GG. And that wraps up the top 5 best counters in Smash 4. Post your own top 5 in the comments below and let me know what top 5 you'd like to see next. Top 5 best or worst, you decide too. You can find the entire playlist by clicking the upper video on your screen, or you can check out my how-to series by clicking the lower video. If you can't see the annotations, do not worry, all of the links are in the video description below. And don't forget to send me your clips for a replay remix, the info is below as well. Thanks for watching all the way until the end. I'm GOODxJESUS and happy smashing.